Hello, everybody. This is Jeremiah with Man with the Mug. Uh, and I'm really glad you're here. We're going to dive back into Aesop's Fables today. Um, Apologies for yesterday's episode. So for those of you who either watched it or hadn't watched it, don't have context, I was recording upstairs, and my wife was sleeping down here in the office. It kind of doubles as a guest room. And because of the heat wave, she's very pregnant and just can't sleep when you're pregnant generally, but it was hot upstairs because of the heat wave here in the US. So she was like, "Hey, I'm going to sleep downstairs." I said, "Yeah, do it. Please do whatever you need to do." So she slept well down here. And my toddler was also sleeping in the morning. I wanted to record some videos. And so I said, I'm just going to try it upstairs and see how it goes and whisper and be quiet so I don't wake anybody up. Turns out that the audio was not that good. And for those of you who watched the previous episode, I got a comment saying, "Hey, I couldn't hear a thing." So sorry about that. We'll not be doing that again. We'll try to move forward and either just record episodes here or somewhere else where I can speak at full volume. So thank you for your patience with me. And thank you for the person who left that comment. Now that I know, I don't really I don't really watch my videos back before I upload them. Full confession. I do small tweakings of the audio, but I think in that episode's case, I just kind of I skipped to a point in the video and I was like, okay, that sounds okay. That'll work. I'm just gonna upload it. Didn't even think I didn't think twice about it, so not bad. Anyway, Aesop's Fables. We'll read the story again that I read in that episode. So it's nothing. It's like nothing ever happened. Actually, fun fact: I was going back after the fact, after I uploaded it, I realized I skipped over an entire fable. I went straight to number 4, technically in the book. They're not numbered, but this is just the fourth one I read. But I skipped over number 3. It's called The Donkey and the Grasshopper. Uh, I read The Lion and the Mouse. But again, you're not going to see that episode because I'm not going to upload it because this one's going to be in its place so you can hear me. Um, anyway, Donkey and the Grasshopper. Here we go. Oh, before I forget, this is decaf green tea. Um, it's evening when I'm recording this, and I like me some green tea, but I don't want to be awake until 3 a.m. So decaf. And this mug comes in a set of probably like 4. There are some matching plates that come with it. My wife and I got it for our wedding, and I really like these mugs. They're deceptively big. They don't look super big, but they're very deep. And the lip of the mug kind of comes out a little bit. So you can fit a lot of liquid into this. One of my favorite mugs because I can drink a lot of coffee. And it doesn't look like I'm drinking a lot of coffee, but I'm chugging it. It's great. Yeah, one of my favorite mugs, even though there's no special words or decals on it, but it holds good memories. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, Donkey and the Grasshopper. Aesop's Fables. A donkey, having heard some grasshoppers chirping, was highly enchanted, and desiring to possess the same charms of melody, demanded what sort of food they lived on to give them such beautiful voices. They replied, "The dew." The donkey resolved that he would live only upon dew, and in a short time died of hunger. Enough said. That's the whole fable. Um, I mean, you can't get much more straightforward than that. Some people, some animals, I guess in this case, they have different gifts and they have different purposes. God designed them that way to be able to function differently in nature or, I guess, just the ecosystem they live in. I mean, the beaver builds dams to help the river, the water flow come along and to give them shelter as well. That's the only example I can think of what animals do in the wild. Um, but yeah, as animals have different purposes and functions and just talents, I guess you could say, humans are the same way. We all have different things that make us unique, different things that drive us, different things that we can contribute to society, and we look at other people and we envy what other people can do. But I think oftentimes we forget that we've been given special abilities, per se. We've been gifted with certain skills, certain tendencies. We gravitate towards a certain way of thinking, whether that's environment or just the way we biologically are. We are all different and we all contribute something to the wider world around us. So if you don't know what yours are, I'd be surprised if you don't. I feel like for most people, it's pretty obvious what they are good at. Usually, it follows what they enjoy, what they like to do. So, I'm going to assume you already know what you're good at and what your talents are. But what I would challenge you for, or challenge you to do, is to use it for some good. Find some way you can contribute back to society with it. Find some way to create. Find some way to act. Find some way. I'm kind of reminded of the Teddy Roosevelt quote. It's take a place wherever you are and be somebody. And the whole quote talks about get action. If I can quote the whole quote, I'll quote the quote. Get action. Do things. Be sane. Don't fritter away your time. Create, act. Take a place wherever you are and be somebody. Get action. Um, I feel like I reached a little bit from the point of the story, but I don't feel like I did at the same time. Because on one hand, we're just talking about the moral of the fable is that everyone's wired differently, and we have different things that we're good at. The crickets in this fable can naturally sing really well, and donkeys obviously can't. Donkeys are very good for working and hauling things long distances, and they pack mules. Their strength is carrying things, not singing. And as hard as a donkey might try, can't sing like a cricket. So find what you're good at, use that, get action, contribute, and I think you'll find a lot more fulfillment doing that, using what you've been gifted with to create something and take a place wherever you are and to be somebody. Short but sweet. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. I didn't even sip this yet. I've been letting it steep this whole video. Good stuff. All right. I'll see you next time.